is hardly new in Texas for politicians to switch parties. Take Governor Rick Perry, for example, one of many Texas Republicans who once called themselves Democrats. Well, now Democrats are hoping that this San Antonio judge is a sign that things are changing in that direction.
I can no longer be a member of the Republican Party. I will not be a member of a party in which hate speech elevates candidates for higher office rather than disqualifying them. I cannot place my name on the ballot for a political party that is proud to destroy the lives of hundreds of thousands of federal workers over the vain to repeal a law that will provide health care to millions of people throughout our country.
That was the voice of Judge Carlo Key, elected in 2010 as a Republican. He says he will run for re-election as a Democrat. Judge Key is with me now from San Antonio. Joins me from phone. Judge Key, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You say the Republican Party, and let me quote you here, demeans Texans based on their sexual orientation, the color of their skin, and their economic status. Can you explain what you mean by that?
Well, I mean, ultimately the issues that have been coming before, the media on a national level, it seems like those are the issues that the Republican Party wishes to address most often and most loudly. Gay marriage, things of that nature. There was some things going on here locally that addressed the same types of issues. Also, with immigration issues that are now going to start getting fired up this election cycle, I would anticipate you could kind of assume that more of the same is going to be coming.
I found it interesting just in reading about your story. You mentioned specifically the government shutdown as one of the reasons why you're leaving your party. And so I wanted to ask you about this guy, this fellow Texan, Ted Cruz. Let me play some sound. This is Ted Cruz returning home last night.
Have you all noticed, the Nigerian email scammers? They've been a lot less active lately because they've all been hired to run the Obamacare websites.
Senator Ted Cruz, and I just wanted to ask, Judge, did the emergence, did the Ted Cruz strategy, what we saw play out in Washington in the last couple of weeks, it really hailed as a hero to a lot of Republicans. Did that have any bearing on your decision to quit your party? Well,
I'd have to say absolutely. The Tea Party represents one of the most extreme positions of the Republican Party. And, down here in South Texas where I am, there's a lot of support for that. It seems to be that Texas happens to be one of the ground zeros for the Tea Party. And it really is, pushing the conversation to the extreme.
Here is, though, where I need to press you, because I know running as a Republican, Judge, you already had attracted a primary challenger. So will running now as a Democrat make your path to re-election a little easier? Did that influence your decision here to switch?
No, to people who say that, I would say, look at the history. And I would say that, the incumbent Republican historically is in the driver's seat. And that has always been. I would say that, honestly, it's not to a politician's best interest to run as a Democrat down here. But, unfortunately, I felt like that is what, I had to do. This is a personal decision, and it's anyone that says that I'm doing that to gain an advantage, doesn't know very much about political history down here in Texas.
When you look at this video, I watched the whole thing, all 2.5 minutes. This video announcement of yours, it's pretty smartly packaged. Dare I say it probably cost a chunk of change to produce. So did you get any help from Democrats to pay for this production?
Well, I can say that, the local party here, the Democratic Party here has known, I'm a moderate. When I was elected in 2010, everyone knew me to be a moderate. And when they saw that I had interest, that I had, that my values were taking me somewhere else, that they supported me. And honestly, the
so
video,
that is a yes,
it just
that they paid or they helped you pay for this ad.
No, we just kind of threw this up. And, I'm sure there's people that have been working on it. We haven't really, I have my own team. So, it's trying to be a political issue, but I'm way down the ballot. County Court at Law judge. This is not a big financial a business here. So we're just trying to get the message out. Grateful to social media. You can do it cheaply.
Okay. Judge Carlo Key calling in from San Antonio. We appreciate it, Judge, very much for taking the time.
Thank you very much.
Coming up.